name is Alaska. I am your tiny house concierge, and today we're going to continue our storage series that we started last week. So if you are just watching for the first time, this is a tiny house channel. We cover all things tiny house, and currently we are in the middle of a storage series that goes through the entire tiny house section by section and breaks down how and why things are stored the way that they are. So today I'm really excited. We're going to be covering the stairs and then also the closet storage, laundry, refrigerator, yoga area. I will explain. It makes sense, trust me. But you're going to find out where I hide the Costco items and the bulk brownies and my yoga mat and my underwear and so many good things. So if you have not had a chance to subscribe, friends, please go ahead and do that. I would love for you to join us. I do release videos every Saturday morning at brunch. And yeah, liking and commenting helps too. All right, good talk. Let's do it. All right, so we are going to begin the tour here at the Brass Bowl. And just to give you some perspective, I'm going to pan you over here so you can see this is where the front doors are. So you come in the front doors, come on back, and that's where the bowl is. And the reason that you want to be near the brass bowl is the brass bowl is where I kind of drop things. So things like my keys, my sunglasses, my mask is in here. These, little smaller items that I'm going to use several times a day that I just want to grab on my way out the door, that's going to be in this bowl. And the reason that I wanted it in a bowl, as opposed to like on a little shelf or on a ring, is because I wanted to disguise it a little bit. I didn't want to have visual clutter. Visual clutter in general drives me crazy, but in a tiny house, it is so much more intense. So finding areas that are really, really, really accessible and visually hide clutter is imperative in a tiny house. Like you have to have it. I could not survive tiny house life if there was not a way to hide small clutter items while keeping them very accessible. So this bowl meets that purpose. I actually drilled a hole in the bowl and into this railing. So this isn't going anywhere, I don't think. And the reason I have some stuff in the middle, and the reason is I was trying to kind of disguise the clutter from above. So like if I were to look down or come down the stairs in the morning, I wasn't just going to be hit in the face with clutter items. Honestly, I'm not wild about what's going on here in the middle. I think there's a better solution there. If you have an idea of what should be in the bowl to hide the keys, drop me a line in the comments. I'm open to suggestions here. Yeah. So I call this the grab and go bowl. This is definitely not the junk bowl. I've had people try to call it that. It's not the junk bowl. And the reason is because there are no paper clips or soy sauce packets in here, which I feel like is a necessary part of a junk bowl drawer. So I do have that section of the tiny house, and we will get to that in this storage series, but it's not in the bowl. The bowl is pretty straightforward. Okay, moving on. Okay, the stairs. This is a random, okay. How are we gonna explain the stairs? Brownies, my underwear, we're gonna get into all of it. Okay, it's all here, like, edit that out. Okay, let's start at the beginning. We'll start at the bottom. So the stairs flip up. If you have been following the tiny house movement for a while, you probably know about this feature. It's great. It's kind of like what I was saying about the bowl. It's very accessible. So storage that's very accessible in your tiny house, that's where you want to put the items that you're grabbing like on a daily or multiple times a day basis. So this first drawer is actually kind of a continuation of the grab and go bowl. This is the grab and go drawer. So Lint roller, I sometimes usually lint roll myself before I head out. Grocery shopping bag. Haha. If you've been following me for a while, you might recognize this as the adventure pack. So this is like the best 20 bucks I ever spent at IKEA. I just absolutely love this backpack. I should clean that out at some point. So yeah, these are things that I would grab or use on my way out the door. So I babysat my sister's chihuahuas for a few months, and this was also where I kept like the dog leashes and the doggy bags and their little coats, because they are twin chihuahuas and they are a little extra. But yeah, this was also where I kept the pet stuff. Speaking of pets, this right here is actually a super deep drawer. Actually, I'm gonna give you a quick perspective here. Oh, you can see it. You can see it. Okay. So this drawer is actually like 2 feet deep. So it goes like all the way down. You can see from that angle. Speaking of pets, people who have pets, a lot of people choose to keep the litter box in this drawer because they can make an entry for the cat over there and then easily access it and clean it from here. So for cat owners, that works well. For me, I don't have a cat, but I am a hardcore Costco shopper. And that was actually one of my main concerns in going tiny was like, can I shop at Costco? Because if I save money by living in a tiny house, but then I spend all my money because I have to buy everything in like tiny little packets, that's not only going to drive the minimalist in me absolutely up the wall, but it's going to infuriate the bulk buyer in me. So I was actually really concerned about where I was going to keep Costco items. And the answer is in the kitty litter drawer. Okay, to be clear, I don't have a cat. There's no cat litter. But this is the bulk buying drawer. So in the kitchen for things I use daily, like my nuts, my seeds, my peanut butter, spices, all that kind of thing is in the kitchen pull-out pantry, and I will show you that in another video. This is for food that is like I said, like I'm buying in bulk. So I'm not running in here every time I make a meal. The few items that are really bulky and aren't gonna fit in the pantry, I will keep right on top. So that is I have some noodles, and then I have some crackers, and I have some protein bars. These are the only 3 things that I would grab and use on a regular basis from this drawer. After that, we have paper products. So toilet paper, paper towels, and the paper towels, okay, so you caught me. These are actually from Trader Joe's. I do buy from Costco paper towels, but they were out, and so I bought them from Trader Joe's this time. However, I keep those in my car because those are actually so big that they don't fit in here. That's the one exception to that. But yeah, otherwise I have like chicken stock, I have coconut milk, beans, tomatoes, tuna fish, peanut butter. I'm not sorry. So we've covered grab and go, we've covered where I keep the bulk brownies, and now I'm going to tell the interweb about my underwear. Because actually this drawer is where I keep all of my clothes that are not on hangers. So this opens up, and it's not really that cute. This middle section right here, like this is where I keep pants, and I don't have any kind of like Marie Kondo situation. I just kind of fold them and put them there. This corner, far corner over here, that's where I have socks. And then this corner over here, that's where I have underwear. And then I kind of just have like a few random things, like a little, you know, those little like bralette deals, you know. I have some of those. I have one swimsuit. My one swimsuit is in here. And some people ask me why I have my clothing downstairs and why I don't have like things like this in the loft. And the reason is honestly that I didn't want to be like laying down in the loft, like on the bed, like trying to get pants on. Like that just sounded miserable to me. So, so I don't. The way it makes sense in my head is like, well, I shower downstairs, so then I get dressed. My clothes should be downstairs too. Does that mean you're naked in your kitchen? Yeah. Friends, yeah. And honestly, like, welcome to tiny house living. This is not for the faint of heart. Okay, so now we're moving on to the closets. And the closets, this one is the one I use for my clothes. This one I call the utility closet. Um I so a lot of people ask me like, are you like, what if you meet somebody, what if you get married, what if you move in with somebody, what's gonna happen? And when I get that question, immediately the first thing that comes to my mind is I'm like, oh, someone is gonna have to get the small closet. And in my head, it's always my partner. I'm like, like whoever moves in, like you came second, like you get. Yeah, no one is going to screw with my utility closet for the time being, and I'm okay with that for right now. So, welcome. This is the utility closet. This is where I keep all kinds of things, but mostly it's related to cleaning. So up here, I have, well, I guess this isn't related to cleaning, but this is my steamer for my clothes. Back here, I've got isopropyl alcohol. So I actually don't clean with chemicals in my house. I don't use Windex, I don't use Lysol, I don't use Comet, I don't use any of that stuff. I clean with white vinegar, alcohol and water in a spray bottle, Castile soap. I use some essential oils and Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. And that's about it. This is where I keep my purse, which feels a little bit random, but it's easily accessible and I can grab it and it is what it is. So that's where I keep my purse. Okay. We've got the extendable Swiffer. We've got the non-extendable Swiffer. Got some Mr. Clean Magic Erasers, some replacement Swiffer heads, some just rags, and a lot of Castile soap. Okay, utility closet. All right, so before we finish this tour, I do want to show you one more area, and that is above the refrigerator. This is primarily where I keep my laundry. So this is my laundry basket, and it's super convenient to have it up here because the washer and dryer is right here. So I literally just grab the laundry, turn around, do laundry. And that is a system that's worked out really well. Also, because there's a lot of air around the laundry, it doesn't smell and it keeps the clothes from getting mildewy. I've heard that some tiny housers put their clothes in the washing machine, which I think is genius, although I would just personally be worried that it would get, I don't know, like that doesn't seem good to have dirty clothes not breathe. But if it works for you, let me know in the comments, or if you have a different solution for laundry, let me know in the comments. But I really like having it up here because, like I said, airflow. Yeah. And the only other thing up here for now is the yoga mat. I could probably fit several more things up there, but for now, like I told you, I actually don't use all the storage in this house. So that's it. All right, friends, that is the end of the tiny house storage tour part 2. As a reminder, I have part 1 in the description below. Before I go, I want to tell you that I am a tiny house consultant. So if you want help going tiny, you can go to my website, tinyhouseconcierge.com, link in the description as well, and set up a time to Zoom with me, and I will answer all of your questions and help you figure it out. I love, love, love to do that. So if you just want free information, want to join us on YouTube, dig a little deeper into the lifestyle, see if it's for you, totally fine, and I'm happy you're here. If that's the case, make sure you go ahead and hit subscribe so that you do not miss the rest of the tiny house storage tour and all of the videos yet to come.